Meanwhile, in Paris, France, at the Good Chum Hotel in Karen and Bradley's suite room, Karen and Bradley are sitting in bed talking. It's amazing on how long you kept this from me. I don't want you to worry. Too late for that. An innocent man was murdered last night by our Colin, no less. I will protect you from this. How? Just trust me. We've been through a lot and this doesn't change anything. And as someone knocked on the door, you better get it. And as Bradley got up and headed to the door, and arrived and got it, and it's Greg. I'm gonna need your statement. Is everything alright, Greg? And as Karen got up and came to where Bradley is, and Greg saw her with Bradley there. Yeah, I just need to talk to your husband. You know what? I'll be back. And as Karen went, I left the room. Come in. And as Greg came in the room, and as Bradley closed the door, and turned and faced Greg, and as he turned and faced Bradley. Meanwhile, Karen went downstairs to the other floor and began walking down the hall. Till Jessica came out of the room and saw Karen and went to where she is. There you are. And as Karen turned and saw Tina. Tina, I really don't have time. You will, after what I tell you. And by the way, I'm Tina's twin sister Jessica. Make it fast. I'm kinda in a hurry. Alright, I'll cut right down to the chase. It's about Ricky. What about him? I know who killed him. Meanwhile, on the other side of the hallway, as Angela came to her room and arrived, and as she thinking, I just hope my statement proves that I didn't kill Ricky for the matter. And as she got her keys and began unlocking her door and opened it and saw Sean in her room waiting. Mom and Dad are looking for you. They didn't want any of us. And as Angela came in and closed the door and turned and faced Sean. I went out for some fresh air and happened to run into my sister Isabella. Anyways, did they arrest Thomas? Meanwhile, in Vanessa's room, Vanessa's finished packing her suitcase till someone knocked on her door. And as she stopped and headed to the door and arrived and got it, and it's Claire. I'm sorry, you look like you're in a hurry. Yes, my parents want me to go home. I'm afraid that's not gonna happen. Look, I'm aware of what happened last night, but I do not know where my brother is. And from the look on your face, you don't seem to believe me at all. Meanwhile, in Mimi and Frank's room, Mimi's looking outside the window till Roman came in. And as he closed the door, just as Mimi turned and saw him, it's been taken care of. I hope you're referring to Ricky. Yeah, and nobody will know. Well, what? Please tell me what's going on, Roman. Seems you might have another plot. And that would be, and as Frank came out the bathroom, and Roman saw, your son Thomas might be caught in the crossfires as a result. Meanwhile, in the storage room, Jan and Thomas are talking. Look, I can't have you in harm's way. That's not up to you to decide. First, we need to get out of here. And as Jan opened the door and began looking around and see guests talking among each other, and noticed no sign of anyone familiar. And as she hit back in, Jan, I cannot, let's too bad, because I'm gonna help you. Now come on. And as they went, I left the storage room and head down the hall. I know a shortcut to my room. Meanwhile, in the common room, Hannah's reading a magazine as she waiting till Ryan came to where she is. And she noticed her husband with 2 cups of coffee, and as he gave her one. And as he sat down next to her. I'm glad Greg let Eric and Lucy head back to boarding school to join Joshua and Oliver. Did Karen say goodbye to them? I don't even know, but I'm gonna call your parents. Let's just wait on that for now. What if they already know? Meanwhile, on the Grand Private Jet, which is on its way to England with Lucy and Eric in the living room. What's wrong? I can't get over the events that just happened. Don't let that distract you. Claire and Greg's gonna find whoever did this and make them pay. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside Dragon Park Academy in the common room, as more returning students are returning from holiday. Let's get to Matt, Aaron, Julian, Cindy, and Phoebe who are talking. So it's true about what happened with Ricky? I'm not making this up. Scenes on the news and all. I think that's the part to why Miss Drake left with Mr. and Mrs. Graham so soon. They must have heard the news. I don't get it. Why the police and France aren't involved? My parents must know who went there. What if that murder is just the beginning of what's to come? Meanwhile, in Paris, France, at the Good Chum Hotel in Karen and Bradley's suite room, Bradley and Greg are talking. What's going on, Greg? About what happened with Ricky? What happened when you arrived and saw Mildred Cole, and as Bradley has the flashback? What's going on? And as he arrived and Mildred Cole saw him, we heard Jan. Come on. And as they head to where Jan is, and discovered Ricky, who's been lying lifeless on the ground after being stabbed, just as Hannah and Ryan came to the ER and saw what's going on. Oh my god, this isn't what it looks like. I know you didn't do this. The question of the matter is, who did? I think I have a good hunch on who, and it's a flashback and that's basically it. Okay, any idea who did this? I think I have a good hunch. Meanwhile, in the hallway on the second floor, Karen and Jessica are talking. So what's your theory? Well, before the party got underway, I overheard some shouting outside, so I went and checked it out. What did you see? Thomas and Ricky arguing. Apparently, Ricky told Thomas to stay away from Gwen. I really don't understand. Why is everyone in a rush to be in love? I'm just as confused as you are. Let's get to the point. I think someone was counting on this to happen that night. Of course. The Collin family goes to great resorts to wipe us out, including having children who work undercover so they can start trouble and all. I should have known. So, did you see the guy who trusts me? It's someone you and I wouldn't even suspect. Meanwhile, in Angela's room, Angela and Sean are talking. No, I know. He's gotta be here somewhere, seeing that nobody can leave. I better not see him. Why would Thomas kill Ricky just he likes my sister? But I can tell you this. I'm not letting that son of a bitch near her at all. I really don't blame you. I can't stand that feeling at all. Did you give your statement already? Yeah. Ricky's family must be going through a lot. And as Sean got up, just as Angela came to where he is, and they begin hugging each other, and as Sean hold Angela. Meanwhile, in Vanessa's room, Nessa and Claire are talking. Your little smart remark and all the gimmicks that come with it ain't gonna help you in matters at all, so save the drama. Look, I don't know where my brother Thomas is. Okay, question here. Where were you at the time when Ricky was murdered? That's easy. She was with me and it's Owen King. And closed the door. And Claire, along with Nessa, saw him. It's true. Owen and I were at the party in the ballroom, and you can have my best meet your daughter to verify. You know what? I might do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna send a cop to Tom's arrest for Ricky's murder. You really don't have to do that, Claire. Since my family's rich and all, like it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be the one to stand a guard to beat both you lot till you leave here. And as Claire turned and went and left the room, and as Owen went and closed the door and turned and faced Nessa. Why would you do that? Meanwhile, in Jan's room, Jan and Thomas came in. And as Thomas closed the door and turned and faced Jan, and she turned and faced him. I don't understand to why you're willing to risk you're my friend, and I would never turn my back at all at you. Now, first thing is, I'm gonna take a shower right now. And as Thomas heads to the bathroom, and as Jan came to where he is, hey, I'm gonna prove to the world that you're innocent, okay? Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. Jan, it's your mom. Can I come in? Causing Thomas and Jan to be real nervous. Meanwhile, in the common room, Hannah and Ryan are talking. You think it'd be all over the news? Come on, Ryan. We are like royal, meaning the Grahams are one of the richest families in town, and maybe the country for the matter. I guess so. And as Mildred Cole came to where they are, and Hannah and Ryan got up and went. And as Hannah went and hugged Mildred first. And as they pull away, followed by Ryan, and as he came and hugged his daughter. And as he also pull away. How are you? Hanging in there. I can't help but wonder what that family's going through. Yeah, I'm giving Carol and Steve some space so they can grieve. There must be something we can do. There is, by being there for them. Meanwhile, on the Grand private jet, which is on its way to England, let's get to the living room where Lucy and Eric are talking. We already know who did it. It's just, we can't be certain. Thomas and Ricky had a fight, and Thomas basically made a threat that he's gonna kill him. Richie followed suit later on. The Collins aren't to be underestimated at all. I know hiding only makes them appear that it's buying time. Riches will soon run out. It's a good thing I'm not there because I really don't know what I'd do just see on my side. That's why Claire and Greg sent us back to school for our safety. And it's Lucy thinking. Just like my parents sent Rita to boarding school in Australia. Speaking of which, the school we're going will have Julian and Wilma, and I'm pretty certain they want us to keep an eye on them. Meanwhile, at the outskirts of London, England, inside Dryden Park Academy in the courtyard, Oliver's standing by the pond, thinking. Till Joshua came to where he is. I heard what happened, and as Oliver turned and saw Joshua there. I'm sorry, man. There's only one family we both agree should be sorry. Meanwhile, in the common room, as more returning students came in from holiday, let's get to Cindy, Phoebe, Matt, Aaron, and Julian who are talking. What do you mean? Ricky's death was just the beginning of what's to come. Either way, we have to be on guard at all time, which is one of the reasons why we didn't leave the school in the first place. We can't let Wilma and Olivia be in harm's way. And as Brody came to where they are and sat with them, and he noticed something going on. Why does it look like somebody died? Before we dive in, welcome back, man. Yeah, how was it? Boring. My parents are busy moving to LA because my mom got a new movie gig. That's great news. I'm happy for you and your family. Thank you. So what's going on? There's word that Ricky Graham died last night. Meanwhile, in Paris, France, at the Good Charm International Hotel in Karen and Bradley's suite room, Bradley and Greg are talking. You think the Collins did this as some sort of warning? Well, we do have one suspect for the matter. Thomas Collins. Yeah, either way, he's gonna be found soon. I thought you said you hadn't. Not exactly, but I'll keep you and your wife informed. I'll do the same thing should anything comes. Thank you. And as Greg turned and left Karen and Bradley's room, and it's Bradley thinking, I have a funny feeling that this year is gonna start off with a whole new mystery as we know it. Meanwhile, in the hallway on the second floor, Karen and Jessica are talking. I'm confused here. Think real hard on who could want Ricky dead. You're referring to Roman Ritter. Bingo. He must have somehow tried to pin all the evidence against Thomas. Seeing that, what do you mean by that? Well, long story short, Thomas and Ricky got into a little brawl. You know, hadn't I sort of put the pieces together? I think Roman would really do something to protect himself. Besides, he used to work for the Collins. Plus, he really never liked Ricky for the matter. How you know all this? Roman was one of my patients. Long story, but more importantly, he likes Gwen a lot. All the more reasons I gotta find out. Well, I won't keep you. Let me know, and try not to distribute this information, and I won't. And as Karen turned and head towards the elevator, and arrived and went in, and it's a close, and it's Jessica thinking not too far. I have a funny feeling that my sister is walking into a trap. Meanwhile, on the 10th floor, Karen got off the elevator and began walking down the hall, looking for Roman. Till suddenly, he came out of one of the rooms and encountered her. I'm glad I found you. There's something I need to ask you, and I have a funny feeling you know what I'm talking about. Meanwhile, in Angela's room, Angela and Sean are in a hug. And as they pull away, I just want to let you know that I love you very much, and I will always protect you. I think you're trying to overkill this. I really want to get home to Damon. Yeah, Courtney and him are probably worried about us. Yeah, look, I want to get some more fresh air before I go to bed. Okay. It was so good being your pretend girlfriend, but I gotta get back to my real boyfriend. I'll let you get some rest. And as Sean turned and head and left Angela's room, just as Angela laid down on the bed, just as someone knocked on the door. And as she got up and head to the door, I really need some rest so I can see Damon fresh and new when I get to Los Angeles. And as Angela arrived and got the door, and it's Damon. Meanwhile, in Vanessa's room, Vanessa and Owen are talking. What I said is true. You were with me at the time my brother was murdered. Look, I'm sorry about that. It just seems people think my brother Thomas did it when I know he didn't. I really don't know anything to assume till I see the proof on my face. Thank you. That means so much to me. The reason to why I'm here is you want another chance to redeem yourself, and I thought about it. So, what's your conclusion? And as Vanessa came to where Owen is and began kissing him. And as they pull away, I take that answer what you did say yes. Do you ever shut up? And as they continue to make up with each other. Meanwhile, in Jan's room, Jan and Thomas are alert while Claire continues to knock on the door. Jan, I know you're in there. Look, I hung on your bed. I got an idea. And as Jan headed to the bathroom and came out for a rope, and as he went and slipped underneath Jan's bed, and as Jan finished putting the rope on and went and got the door, and it's her mom. Oh, hi, Mom. Yeah, you mind if I come in and ask you some questions? Unless I can come later. I was about to get a shower, but I got a minute. So what's going on? I am not here as the cop. Mom, I know the antic, the mom cop deal. Come in. And as Claire came in, and as Jan closed the door, and turned and faced her mom, and as she turned and faced her daughter, I just have a few questions for you. Meanwhile, in the common room, Hannah, Ryan, Mildred, and Cole are talking. Have you two give your statement to Greg and Claire? We haven't seen them yet. Honey, if you don't want to do this, just let us. I feel like I owe it to Steve and Carol to inform Greg and Claire what happened. That's good news to hear, and as Greg came to the arm, and Hannah, Ryan, Mildred, and Cole saw him. I'm ready. You want me to go with you? No, I'm fine. In fact, we can do it here, if that's okay with you. Meanwhile, on the Grand Private Jet, which is on its way to England, let's get to the living room where Lucy and Eric are talking. Have you heard from the rest of your family, namely Emily and Mary? They're doing fine in Ireland. I just wish our family can all live together in good harmony and all. I do too as well, except the Collins aren't gonna rest until they wipe all of us out. What's wrong? I can't help but wonder about what? What if Ricky being killed is just the beginning of what's to come to all of us? If that's true, then we better be careful. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dryden Park Academy in the courtyard, Oliver and Joshua are talking. Tina told me that my family's coming here. I just can't believe you shouldn't blame yourself. He's right, and as Taylor came to the arm, and Oliver and Joshua saw her. Look, this doesn't change what happened, Oliver. Don't I know this has been hard? Do you really? Yeah. Didn't I mention second thought? Perhaps you do know. I hated them for all what they've done. Seems their son is learning to be like them. How did Tina inform me Thomas made a threat and carried it out? And as Oliver turned and walked away. Meanwhile, in a common room as more returning students return from holiday. Let's get to Cindy, Phoebe, Matt, Aaron, and Brody who are talking. Wow, who do you think could have done it? That's where we're trying to grasp here. And as Julian came back into where they are, and they all saw. You two think the Collins family's behind all this? And if so, you think that after all of us? We don't know for certain. That's why we've been staying here at school, to protect us from them. Which is why we need to make certain Wilma and Livy are safe. Cindy and I will make certain that they're protected. After all, they're gonna be staying on our side of the dormitory, so you lot not need to worry. Thank you. Do you think we're gonna be safe at school this year? Considering what's happened, who knows? Which is why we just need to be aware of our surroundings at all times.